So this girl just tried to make fun of my outfit, and that is so not nice. I just want everybody to know that, you know what, making fun of me still won't make anybody feel better. So everybody out there, spread a little kindness. I want to encourage everyone to be your best self. People may heckle you, but you know what? The confidence of being who you are is so much better than conceding to what people think. The goal is to always shine through and keep it pumping. So keep that in mind. Always be sweet, always be nice, and then leave the shadiness for everybody else, because where's the shadiness got them? Think on that for 30. Meow. It's Ryan Russell, and I'm coming to you today on like a little bit of a sad note. I just really felt it deep down in my heart. I don't know if you guys have heard the news about the little boy in Denver, the 9-year-old who started 4th grade on August the 20th and on August the 24th committed suicide because he was being bullied. It really just affects me in such a way that I had to say something. This is 2018. I'm 27 and I get bullied, but I've always been one who could take the bullying and just roll with the punches. But whatever these kids were saying to him to make him want to kill himself, it's just terrible, and there's no excuse for it. I've got 2 nephews, one's 17, one's 13, and 2 godchildren. One is 2 and the other's 5 months. And I can't imagine anybody bullying my boys or anything like that, and I hope I would have taught them. I can't imagine my boys bullying anybody either. I would hope that they would know that they had somebody to talk to before it would get to a point where they thought they'd have to kill themselves. But I just can't imagine a 9-year-old boy killing himself or being bullied so badly that he wanted to end it. I was bullied. I was being bullied by a high schooler when I was in elementary school. And how sad is that? That this grown-ass man has to bully this child. And it was always on the bus, and it was repeated. And when I told my sister, who was also in high school, she yelled at him and then told me to go get him if he did it again. And he, sure enough, like a bully would do, did it again. And I punched him out. Violence is not the answer, but first of all, the fact that I was heavy, like I said before, but the fact that I punched him, I'm sure that my sister, being one of the popular girls, had something to do with why he didn't react or hit me back. It's so sad. It's so sad that this kid had to come home and take his own life because some classmates could be so rude and so crude. And it just makes me think, like, do they not have somebody in their family who's gay? Or are their parents teaching intolerance at home? What is going on in 2018 that you don't have somebody in your family who is gay, and that you have enough respect not to do that, not to bully other people? Don't do that. But everybody's running around and you want to be Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Well, how many gay men have designed for Gucci? You know, you want to wear all the latest fashions and do this and be trendy, but who leads those fashions? Gays. And it's just so ridiculous that these kids have this intolerance. And I know in my heart of hearts that my nephews and my godchildren, I'm raising them now, will not be out here making fun of anybody for any of these reasons, because I will come up to the school purse swinging and all of that, neck bobbing. There just won't be any of that. I knew I was gay, and I still wasn't out. I was in a private Christian high school, and I was overweight, but I had my set of friends, and for the most part, there was nothing that I wanted for, and thank God for that. But people would make little comments here and there, but it really didn't affect me too much. Maybe it's because I had friends, and it is because I had friends in the public school, and I mean, I had my gay friends there, so I got to hang out with my gay friends after school, is really what it was. So I was really secure in myself, and we were just a band of hellions. In high school, the most vivid event I can remember being bullied was when one of the girls who I thought was my friend, and they were a year ahead of me, so I was a junior and they were seniors, and they were on their senior trip. And they called my cell phone, and I picked up, and it wasn't my girlfriend who called. It was another one of the high school boys who, has made some comments before. He was on the basketball team, and he says, "Hey Ryan, are you gay?" And I'm on speakerphone. I can hear everybody in the background laughing. And all I could do was hang up. And I can't even remember if I cried or what I did, but I know that my heart sank to think that one of my girlfriends, my friend a grade ahead of me, would set me up like that, or I felt like she knew that was what they were doing. They were talking about me. Later on in life, I've realized that the fact they were talking about me on their senior trip, I'm flattered. And I've since passed some of the people who were in the background laughing. And the guy who made fun of me, he went on to a great university in Pennsylvania. And I'm sure by now he's still in his doctorate program, so good for him. And I really hope the best for him. But some of the other guys, some of the other jocks, I've passed, and I wish no ill will or no harm towards them, but karma really comes back to you. And she's not knocking at your door. Karma has a universal key. She will always get somebody. So I'm really big on putting out there what you expect to get back. And the bullying has to stop. It's not cute. Well, if somebody's doing something that isn't right, set the example and be the different one, because as long as you're securing yourself, half the time they're going to follow anyways. People want something to look forward to or something different. My youngest nephew plays football, and I went to one of his games recently, and a fight broke out. And I can't fight, so I just backed up and clutched my pearls. But first I had to zone in and see where my nephew was to make sure that he was all right. And I zoned in, he was holding back one of his bigger teammates, and my nephew was already my size, and I'm a grown-ass man. But he was holding back one of his bigger teammates, and it just lets me know, like, okay, he gets it. He understands that even though this massive brawl is breaking out, you're not supposed to be a part of that. And, his teammate could have probably gotten loose and all that stuff, but he was holding it back, telling him to calm down. And I admire that, instead of getting in the fray of it all. And this is a 13-year-old. And I just want him to know, and I want anybody else out there watching to know who may be being bullied. And just to know that it's going to be all right. It is a small period in your life. I've been out of high school for a long time, especially middle school and elementary school for a long time. And none of it matters. I don't know half the people. I keep in contact with maybe one or two of them. But it gets way better. It really does. Not to say the bullying is going to stop. I still get bullied. I left the club the other day, and this girl looked me up and down and said, "What is he wearing?" And I smiled at her like this, and I said, "Thank you, darling," and walked away. And all of her friends with her said, "Yes, look at him. He better work." So, how embarrassing does that have to be? At that moment, what I wanted to say was, to do all of that, but instead I smiled and walked past, and all of her friends applauded me and told me how great I looked, and they were on my side. So now that one person is sitting there and she's looking dumb, because all of her friends are applauding me and they love what I have on. And in her moment of being unkind, she now looks like an idiot when all of her friends didn't follow along. And all that to say, just don't be a follower. Break from the pack. And you don't have to be mean to somebody else to lift yourself up. I'm coming out of the club and she's sitting outside of the club. So already, there's no need to be mean. There's no reason to be nasty. And it's 2018. It really is time to change. If you see somebody being nasty, speak up for them. And if you think that something is bigger than you are, or you can't maybe you can't help or it's not the right time, you know what, go tell somebody else. Let your parents know. I know if one of my nephews came to me or my godchildren, let me know something wasn't right at school, I'd be the first thing up at the school. Hello? Can I talk to so-and-so? Can we get so-and-so's parents? No, wave to the camera. Wave to yourself. But
Hey,
this
Mom?
is... Yes?
What's that with Mommy? She's right there, look.
Mm-hmm. This is one of my god kids. If anybody bullied you at school, would you let me know? Exactly. Bullying is not right. We don't bully. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't bully. That's okay. So, all of that to say, if you're being bullied, if you are a bully and you're watching this, just think about it and things will change. As time goes on, time changes things. I'd do anything for one of my kids, so if you're experiencing bullying and you don't have anybody to talk to a parent. Hell, talk to me. I'll call your school and I'll let them know. But you don't have to stand for it. And if you are a bully, just think about how insecure it makes you look, and that one day you're going to meet somebody, maybe like me, who won't take it from you. And just, I hope you're prepared. It's not nice. I'm the anti-bully, and I think that's what we all need to strive to be. Next time you see a bully, just tell them you're the anti-bully and ignore them and walk away. When you walk away with your head held high, trust me, you get more of a reaction out of them than they'll get out of you, no matter what they say or what they scream at you. Don't let the haters get you down. Oh, you're just a hater. Oh, sorry you can't be me. Things like that really irk the bullies. So, again, I'm Ryan Russell, and I hope everybody has a great day. Just pray for that 9-year-old's family. Peace, love, light, and meows. Bye, everybody.